Big win. You know, coming off a tough loss last weekend, had to be able to handle adversity and get through things. So very proud of our football team in terms of what they were able to accomplish. A lot tighter game than you would think the score would indicate. Got a lot of respect for Northwestern, what they're able to do. But I thought that the turnovers and then be able to capitalize on those, we played pretty well on special teams, I thought, relative to the wind. Missed a field goal, I guess, and dropped a punt. But anyway, opportunistic on offense, and we played relentless on defense. And that was the formula coming in. So I'll take some questions to get out of your way.
Mark, what were those final moments like, knowing that, one, your defense was out there to preserve the win, and two, getting the win?
Well, you know, I knew that sooner or later maybe it would come. But to be honest with you, I'm just trying to focus on winning a football game. And you know, those things that come with that 110, I think those are things that you sit back at a later time and say, okay, did this, did that. But it's not an individual thing. It's just so many people working towards it. But I was very impressed on just our workmanlike attitude today. You know, we just came out, just kept, hey, if something happened negatively, we just lined back up and played. You know, defensively didn't give up any big plays. I think maybe they had one 21-yard run. I'm not sure if they had any passes over 20. But played extremely well on defense, 4 turnovers, and then on offense, sort of workmanlike. You know, we had opportunities. We did drive the ball, just 1 field goal, but we did drive the ball and we scored touchdowns more often than not.
Mark, you mentioned the finishing drives last week was a problem, and then this week it almost like that late drive at the end of the first half kind of turned things and changed momentum.
Yeah,
for
big pick by Josiah Scott, and then you know just sort of getting it down the field without the work. He played well, obviously, in the 2-minute situation. Again, we scored a 2-minute situation, so. You know, you're not out of it. When you can do that, you're never out of it. You know, and I thought he played pretty well. You know, he's probably thrown for 1,000 yards in 4 games, so he's pretty productive. And I thought we were running the ball okay. We didn't break the big ones, but you know, we found running room. I think you know, I think magic number usually around 40 for us, and we're close to 40 on the rushes.
It seems like this offense is still a little bit in the discovery process. You find something that works here and there. And what if you had to characterize sort of where you are right now with this group and its growth, what would you say?
I would think that we still got to come a ways. You know, you measure a football team at the end of the season, but you know, we scored some points, made some big plays. I thought, you know, created some big plays. You know, Cody, you know, we're going to throw a double pass, and he runs out of it with it. You know, cuts back and big first down, gets us down there, and then we score. And then there's some other things. It's hard for me to remember everything that's going on in the game, but I thought that sort of workmanlike. You know, on first down we had a couple penalties. You know, on a, you know, I don't know, and a cut, you know, back chops a guy coming through the line of scrimmage. You know, things that I've never really thought to be, but whatever. So it's 1st and 25. It's hard to overcome. So we had a couple of those situations like that, but for the most part, I thought we moved the football pretty well, consistently, and we ran the ball.
Mark, the end of the stop that you guys got at the goal line after the fumble
Huge
punt,
stop,
how big
yeah.
was that for just?
Yeah, that's really like a turnover to me. You know, they reviewed it, didn't get in, and then we stopped, you know, I believe two more times. So huge stop. Should have led with that really, because and that sort of sets the tone for the entire game. But you know, 14-3 at the end of the first half with a 2-minute drive. Played extremely well on defense. Played very well through the third quarter. Got points in the fourth quarter as well. So all in all, you know, very workmanlike, I thought, performance, and very, very happy for our football team. You know, 3-1 and 1-0 in the Big Ten Conference. So, you know, just keep chipping, just keep chopping wood.
Coach, is there a build your confidence strategy going on for Connor Hayward? You called his play several times. He had some rough plays a few weeks ago, but was there a particular strategy to keep going to him?
You know, we went to him late in the game. You know, Elijah got the majority of plays. So, you know, we were up, but we're going to use all our backs. We're going to keep working them and give people opportunities.
What have you seen from Darryl Stewart? I mean, he seems to have a real great start this year.
Yeah,
Figuring out
Darryl's
how to
playing
use his
very well.
strength
Darryl's playing very well. I've always said, you want to have a championship football team, your seniors really have to have their best years. And so far, you know, Darryl's playing as well as he's playing. So far, the work he's playing pretty well. So far, you know, Raekwon and Mike Panasuka play well. So far, Joe Bocci's playing extremely well. And you can start looking around, David Dow, start looking around at our seniors. They're playing very good football right now.
Matt Seibert, obviously one of those seniors, a couple of
Matt
touchdown
Seibert,
catches.
yeah.
What have you seen from him to elevate him into the majority of the playing time, and and the other guys of why they are getting playing time.
Yeah. Well, Dotson was out today, hadn't practiced all week, so we held him. So Matt there was more of now Noah Davis got back involved, but there was a little bit more of Matt Seibert and Trent Gillis today because of the injury.
You mentioned you judge a team at the end of the year, but in a couple weeks, I know you've got 2 more games right back on the road.
Oh, yeah.
That are vicious. I mean, like, you almost, in the beginning of October will determine a lot of your season. Do you feel a sense of getting to where you need to be before sort of a judgment day a little bit on that stuff?
Yeah, I like playing away from home. It's changed sometimes. It's good. You sort of come together and you go into a different locker room, or you go, it's different. You got Spartan people on the road, fans on the road. You got a hostile crowd to play in front of. So it's a little bit like that. But I don't know. We just line them up and play them. We knew at the beginning in January, we knew we had 3 out of the 4 games away in this stretch. So. The first one's down, the second one goes at home, then we got 2 tough ones on the road. That's this conference. You better get ready to play every single week.
Mark, after the game, you normally talk to the team, but because of this special victory, did they have anything special to say to you?
There's a lot of smiling. I think everybody just likes to have a good time. So, but congratulations. But can't get there without players, guys. You can't get there without coaches. You can't get there without the past players and the current players. And this is a very special group of players that we have. I really believe that. Now that going to translate into wins and losses or wins, I don't know. But it's a special group of people, and I do think you win with chemistry. You always have a chance if you got chemistry.
Why is this offense so good on opening drives?
I don't know. We got to keep piecing it together. They have been good on opening drives. So
Are those scripted more than other things?
they're scripted. Yeah.
Tonight, Mark, do you think you'll give yourself time to reflect and look back, I guess, a little more and appreciate the milestone win, or do you have any plans to celebrate, sort of knowing it was on the horizon and everything?
I don't know. I don't know where my people are at, so we'll find out. So, I've always been one to just say, let's go to the next challenge. So.
Joe was talking about all your family in the locker room, Mark. As important as family is to you, to have that moment with your players, but also your immediate family. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, a lot of family came, and just to be a part of the moment. Came to Chicago for the weekend and to share this. My brother John's always there. My wife was working the sideline, I think, so she was down there. So, but you can't get there by yourself. You need a family that's very supportive, especially in this position, and you need players that'll buy in, and you need administrators that give you the opportunity and support you when things are tough, and then you also need people that are supporters of the program, whether that be vocally or financially, to do all that they do. And I'm appreciative of everybody that's gone in that direction.
Did you know that they were bidding you hats?
No, I did not.
You get one?
Oh yeah, I got one.
At least initially, what stood out
I
about
like the Rose Bowl hat better.
At least initially, what stood out about Joe today? He was
Joe Bocci?
Yeah, all over
the place. He's a football player. I think you guys know that. Kenny Willekes, those guys were difficult to run the ball on. We could play base defense very well, and then we could heat it up. So Coach Tress did a great job calling things, and really until the end when we subbed it out, it was 31-3. So that's as good as you're going to get, probably.
Was that first blitz kind of a message sender after how last week ended?
I don't know. You could put it like that. I just felt like we needed pressure a little more.
Brian said that they were planning on dumping water on you, but the coolers had already been emptied. What would your reaction?
I was ready for that.
You were ready for it? If
Yeah, no, I was watching. I wasn't going to get water dumped on me.
You didn't have anything to do with them being emptied before that fact?
No, I didn't. Good move, though.
You guys good?
Thanks very much, guys. Thank you.